Что-то не получается?
Нет, все нормально.
Окей,
А что не получается? Да, я немножко играю, ничего страшного. А что не должно не получаться?
Нет, мне показалось, ты настраиваешь то, что ты хотел настроить.
Нет, все нормально.
Все хорошо, спасибо.
Пока никого нету.
Сейчас
Будут. Прям будут, вот так вот будут.
Вот один уже гость заходит. Первый гость.
Спасибо, солнышко. I push page 4 here. And then I want to take 95 maybe. Fine. Let's take this. Maybe 3. Cool. He takes with the queen, obviously. So then queen here. And I have 11 spectators in LiChess and none here. Что?
You have 11 spectators on your Twitch.
I have what? I have?
Yeah.
I have some people on my Twitch channel.
Yes. 11.
I don't know how strong it is. If you like to try it later, we see it. Okay. Alright. Great. Okay, we'll check it. Check that Lila bot. We'll check her out. We'll check that bot out. Alright, I need to do something here first, though. Alright. Really long time. Really low on time. Okay. Oh, I'm just giving him free stuff, as usual, yeah. As usual. Alright, give me a second. Another flagger, yeah. He's also 2587. Polish had just taken, played bishop f5. Hi guys, hi everybody. Greetings from Belgium. Все нормально. Okay, no problem. Так. Okay. Alright, can't do anything here. This looks like a draw. This looks very much like a draw. lost another 2 points for that. Okay, no automatic recaptures. It's important. Hi Gata, how are you? I'm good, thank you very much. Very good. Chess, playing some chess, trying to kill this IM, which is pretty damn good. But this gives me this pawn, but maybe just queen b3 for now. Just protect everything. Knight takes. And pawn takes. I had a game like this. Very close to this exact position. Very, very close. If I take, he plays bishop d5, I guess, and if I play queen b4. Alright, so it didn't go exactly like this. Trying to remember. Pretty sure this is still better for white. But, so if I take this pawn, I probably just need to get that b6 pawn alive. You can also play Fish Random Chess with the Lila bot. How are you guys? Hi Fintel, how are everybody else? Thank you for your interest in moi. And just play queen a5. I attack this bishop. Where does this bishop go? Where does your people go? Well, it's still a pawn, right? It is still a pawn. Oh, just rook c7 maybe. Take. Then queen a7, rook d7. Does that even work? Does that even compute? Well, looks okay for me, I guess. And that is how you play sort of the structure in the take. And then just b4. Maybe you can play g3. So he doesn't think about this h4 stuff. I don't know, I can grab the pawn. b4 maybe first. Just protect. Okay. Okay, so we got our points back. Some of them. It's 1.5 to 1.5. I think he just left, yeah. So let's see who this philolog is. Pavel Shkapenko. Rating 2424. Okay, I have no idea. Well, he plays stronger than 2424, that's for sure. That is for sure. Alright, okay. So how do I challenge this Lila dude? I can play... Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to play this Lila dude. Fisher random. This Lila bot fighting. Because I want to test this thing. Alright, so I'm gonna go for this. Okay. Alright. Knight h6. Knight d7. e6. Alright, quite an aggressive Lila. Very aggressive Lila. You really want to play e5 at some point, maybe bishop g5, and then e5, then a lot of tactics, yeah. Alright, a lot of tactics are coming up. And this is not something that I like. Question is, can I close this position? I don't think so, yeah. So the huge threat is taking and playing there, yeah. Okay. Take, bishop g5, then f6, 5, take, knight f5. I don't know. Alright, let's see. Take, yeah. Okay. Ah, you take with a knight. Ah. Tricky Leela. Tricky Leela. Then there is check coming. Yeah. d5, opening the position. So let me try to close the position. Bring the knight into the game, maybe. Some threats, maybe. Rook c8. What am I blundering? Okay. Well, okay, so this Leela is pretty damn good. This Leela is pretty damn good. I didn't manage to get out of the opening alive, yeah, because all these knights compared to my knights, this is a huge advantage for white. The rook is coming. My knight has to guard the square. Basically, this is game over. Rook f5 at some point, yeah. I don't know. Rook f2, fine. If I try to trade the queens, I'm gonna trade the queens. Ah, I'm blundering tactics, of course. Alright, so this is resignable. Okay, let's try again. Let's play something more classical. Leela going for the pawn. Okay, h3. c3. Wow, 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 wow. Look at this aggression. Oh, look at this aggression. What, I cannot take this pawn? If I cannot take that pawn, that will be a sad day. Alright, so let's just go here. Pawn takes. Queen c2, knight e4, I guess. Knight c3. Bishop b2. And rook d1. So my bishop is kind of stuck, so let's try to bring him back. Knight c2, knight there. And rook c2 also. So you're gonna grab this pawn, really? You might go for this pawn. You actually might go for that pawn. This is the SV 3010. You turn it down to 16 notes, can book. Dude, it's killing me. So don't need to make it even harder. Yeah. Yeah, it's just killing me because it's just gonna go knight c2. I knew it. Yeah, I knew it's gonna go knight c2. And if rook b1, then just knight takes a3, bishop takes here. Yeah. So that means, yeah, and that pawn grabber, pawn grabbing Leela. Damn it. The pawn grabbing Leela is a very dangerous kind of Leela. All right. Can we do something about this bishop, maybe? Bishop takes queen b4. So if I grab this, okay, one. That should be actually, it has b5 coming in, so maybe 95, bishop c3, 97. So this is not good for me. Okay, let's bring the king. So we bring the king to the game. She brings the king to the game as well. This king is running, I guess. And if rook a7 back, then rook c7, and if rook a8, there's probably some checks. I don't know. Okay, king d3, h4. Alright, okay. So just like that, yeah. Well, technically this should be a draw. Did I just make a draw? Really? Can it be? Wow. Want me to raise the difficulty back up? What is the rating of this thing? You lost your first game of the day. I think this is the first. No, this is not 3900. She's definitely not 3900. You guys see, Lila is. See, that was the first draw for this Lila account. She had 100 wins or something. I have no idea who her opponents were, but rating unclear. On full difficulty, it's yeah. But since you tone it down a little bit, yeah, so it's probably. I think it's about 2900, maybe 2900. I think that's what it is. All right, let's do this hippo thing again. Yeah, because she's playing standard computer stuff against the hippo, and she's playing group T1. If I play C5, all right, perfect. I really wanted to get this position. I wanted to block everything. Ooh, G4. Wow. Okay. We got a G4 here. We got a G4. So let's try to bring this thing here. King goes knight to E8 maybe. A5, let's keep the position closed. King H7, no, King H8. Oh, she runs with the king there. Smart. Smart Leela. And that's very smart. Alright, so I'm gonna just try to block the position. That's what I'm gonna do. She's gonna probably try to sacrifice something. She wants me to play b5, so she's ready with that by playing knight c4, I guess. So I'm just... Alright, so what do you want? What do you want, Leela? Let us see, what is it that you want? Oh, you want to trade the bishop, I guess? That's nice. That's a good idea. I like that bishop trading idea. Alright, just standing. Okay. And then... Alright. I don't know. Whatever. So knight goes to c4. I understand. Knight goes to c4. And so the knight will go to c4. She will try to do something there, I guess. She's probably going to play for that f4 at some point. So knight c4 and f4, pretty much I will be dead if she managed to play all that. So queen e7. That f4 is coming. Yeah, I knew it was coming. Then f5 is probably coming as well. What was the last move? Queen d8. Rook f7. Alright, so I don't know, queen d8. Oh, now she wants to take, yeah. Now she's ready to take the pawn. And she's ready to push. Alright, so this is how I lose this game. Very strong strategic performance by this cool dude. And I pretty much lost. I admit it, we are lost. Yeah, so, you know, very nice strategic play. Very nice strategic play. Alright, let's check that e4. How is the book? So who makes the book for this program? Who makes the book for this computer? Very curious. c5. I don't know what this move is. Maybe. I'm pretty sure this is all book. I just don't know how far this book goes. C3, E5, I guess. Let's have some fun. Let's play C4 maybe. Then knight B5 and B3. Ooh, really? Oh, I just got killed here, yeah. So bishop E2, A6, okay. I attack this bishop. Bishop goes there, knight goes to C2 or queen D2 maybe. Queen D2, bishop to F4. Very likely. So rook, probably AD1. Let's play H3. Let's try to get this queen out of the harm's way. Right, so she's trying to play bishop G5, I guess. A3. B4. And if I play bishop E3, she will play queen C7. I'm pretty sure on that. With the idea of knight F4. The bishop G3, then F5. I cannot play C5 for now. Alright, so queen F6 actually. That's probably a better move, yeah. That is probably a better move. So let's play queen C1. And there is this aggression again. There's all sorts of things going on here. Queen G6, bishop H3. Take, some mating threats. Alright, so this looks like I am on the bad side of this again. Bishop F4, bishop A4. A lot of tactics. Missing a lot of tactics here. So this is pretty much lost already. Yeah, this is pretty much lost already, I think. Oh, queen E5 is also coming, yeah. So if I attack this bishop, bishop goes here. And queen E5 is coming. Queen E5 is really coming. No, it is not. What is it doing? What is Leela doing? Oh, knight goes to F4, I guess. So, I don't know, bishop F1. Queen C2. Bishop G4, what the hell? Rook D5, my god. What is all this stuff? What is all this stuff, yeah? Yeah, of course you play that. And queen H4. Alright, I'm getting killed here, that's for sure. My god, look at all those moves and speed. Especially the speed. Especially the speed, yeah. Oh, she grabs the pawn. Bad Leela. Grabbing my pawn. Bad Leela. Alright. Alright, we're gonna resign this. Okay, so there is no way I can beat this program, obviously. There is no way I can beat this program. Can you turn off the book for the next game? Yeah, can you turn off the book? Let's see how strong this thing is without the book. Hi, can you talk? Learn so much opening knowledge, so the book is just for money. Done. All right. Let's see what she does against the. Come on, she playing London system. Are you guys freaking serious? Are you serious? She plays London system against me? How dare she do that? How dare she does that? Okay. Alright, so she does this thing, right? Okay. And I think this is still a book, though. I'm pretty sure this is still a book. So e6, b4, rook c8. Yeah, this is the book, man. This is the book. This is the book. I know it because I play this myself, right? I know it because this is the book. Alright, so... Yeah, I play this line with white myself. Alright, so... I know the book when I see it. Yeah, now this pawn is in trouble. This pawn is in huge trouble. What am I blundering? Because I'm blundering that pawn, yeah. And rook b4 is a huge threat, so I cannot... Oh, there's g4. Really? Guess there is just g4. Rook b4, okay. So... How do I protect this pawn? Let's bring the bishop back. My god, she is the monster. She is the monster. I missed f4. Look at this, yeah? Rook g3 and rook f4. The threat is rook g5 now, I think. Maybe. Is it? It's more like h6 maybe, yeah? Wow, 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 wow. Look at this pawn formation. Pawn confirmation. But I do have king h7 though. Then king h6. And what is this position? So what is this position? Really don't want to play rook f5. But maybe I'll have to. Question is, can I... But then he plays knight c3, knight b5, and he gets my pawns. Bishop f5, king d4. Rook e7 maybe. And he's gonna play e4, and the knight goes to d6, right? So probably have to play rook f5 here, unfortunately. And... Oh, but the king goes to e5, my god. He goes to e5, I forgot about this idea. So I gotta play this. And then f6 maybe. Alright, I need to bring my king back. Yeah, I know. This is lost. This is lost. Alright. And one last try. Let's see what she does against London. So she plays main line. Queen b6 here. It's interesting. Queen b6 here. Just rook b1. And the bishop wants to go there, I guess. That's the plan. So we go into the structure. Queen b3, bishop f1, queen b6. What is this? Bishop g3. Oh, you're playing for e5. You're playing for e5. And g5, my god. Okay, of tactical tricks, I guess. Just play knight b3. h3. g4 is coming, maybe. So rook d1. Maybe just king d3 here. Then e5 will be there, yeah. So if I play rook e1 here, and then I move my king somewhere safe. It's not really safe on d3, so let's put the king back on b1. Now we're gonna play, there's knight h4 coming. There's knight h4 coming. That's not good news. Yeah, so Lila is getting all those pieces very nicely placed. The threat is to, now rook takes, and to close my bishop, yeah. Yeah, perfect game by Lila, of course. Perfect game by Lila. And do you want to play knight c4? Is that what he tried to do? So if I just stand like this, I'll play knight f3 maybe. So that bishop is going there. Preparing for that e5, I guess. Okay, one back. What if I take this pawn? Take knight d2, e3, knight e4, take on f2, take on d6, rook f1. Really bad bishop. So let's play rook e2 back. e5, of course. I gotta take this guy. And I'm stuck with the bad bishop. She wants to play e4 and d4 actually, yeah. Let's bring the king here. Knight d2, there is e3 maybe. No, knight e5, just knight e5, yeah. Just positional play. Playing for my bad bishop. Playing for my bad bishop. Yeah, there is no way I can kill this program. Just no way. Oops, where all my knights are going, yeah. And rook f2. Alright, so that was not bad. Why I didn't take on a2, give me impression of Science Explorer now playing with the machine. Alright, not bad, not bad. Yeah, she is just very powerful, yeah. Would you like to try one of the not so strong? No, not really, no. Dude, I'm like not at the top of my game anyway. I was just curious about how Lila plays. And alright, so now I see why, you know, but you know, to be honest, her moves doesn't struck me as so very different like from what, for example, Stockfish would play. I mean, let's just analyze this game, for example, right? They have Stockfish here. All right, let's see. So let's do the fair analysis of this game, for example. So I went queen b3 and all right, let's see. Queen b3, bishop f1, take, knight c6, a3, and see, Stockfish already says that I'm worse. I actually probably am worse, so probably should not have just went for the should not go for the straight at all with white. In fact, probably, yeah, this is a very interesting system. Rook b1, take, and bishop d7. Yeah, very interesting system. I'll have to take a look at it. It looks very promising for black, by the way. And I thought this endgame would be good for me, but apparently it is not. Yeah. So king d1, first line. King c2 kind of bad. Knight b3. Right around here, I felt that my position was really bad. After h5, see black is just pushing. I knew I was looking at the g4 move, but I wasn't sure about it. But I'm pretty sure that black is just bishop h6 first line. Rook hg8 is the second line. Take g3 first line. But I hated that move. Knight a5. So we see it's not really that different from Stockfish here, right? I mean, a lot of moves here are basically the top 3 moves. And bishop f8 again, same idea, right? So bishop d6 and black goes for that e5. I'm not sure why the computer thinks it's only 0.6. To be frank, I thought I was absolutely lost here. Now, the only thing is that rook e4 move. But now it's the top 3 moves with the computer, right? So this was the losing move, actually. I didn't realize that. I need to keep the rooks on board, but okay. All right, so you see, with no book and no search at all, only playing on intuition. Right. All right, so see, then it's a very, very strong, like Stockfish. Not bad. Hi, Robert. All right. The difference between are very subtle. Exactly. Very subtle. Very subtle. I mean, I personally use when I analyze the the opening lines, for example, the games. I use the long time analysis, 1 million moves per second searched. Dude, you like have this huge resources at your hand. You know, I'm pretty sure like guys like Nakamura and Kurana and even Giri would love to have Lila do their home prep. Yeah, Lila self-play. Yeah, all right. Yeah, good job. But again, as I'm saying, Stockfish is like also very strong, and I can see Lila and Stockfish. You know, that's why these 2 programs are like basically. You know, Lila is obviously a little bit stronger, of course, because it has. I just think it's slightly more stronger than Stockfish, of course. I mean, it's higher generation software, right? Stockfish was around for a very long time. They updating it, of course, but Lila is just neural and brand new approach to chess. Yeah, yeah. Okay, it did. Yeah, I heard about that. But again. To me, at the level the top GMs are playing, basically for them the difference between Lila playing and playing Stockfish is basically the same. We're gonna lose to either one of these guys. All right, so the Grandmaster will lose to either Stockfish or Lila. Like I would say, I don't want to boast, but I have pretty good feeling that even Magnus would have difficulty scoring more than 2 out of 10. Against these 2 programs. So that will be interesting. You know, there used to be man versus machine matches, right? So those were huge, but not anymore. Lila plays endgames more correct. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I know that Lila is stronger than Stockfish, yeah, obviously. But I'm saying that the difference is not that much for human GM. And I know that some of the top GMs actually use Lila for opening line suggestions. So maybe. All right. Najdorf. It's just a matter of time, right? I think it's a matter of time because Najdorf is all about the book. And endgames and tactics, Lila strong at openings and positional playing. The stream was linked in the Lila Discord server. Lots of Lila fans here. Yeah, okay, but guys, I'm number 63 in the top 100, right, in the world. I mean, I have no idea how I managed to get that draw, right? That was like pretty much By the way, who is stronger, Lila or Sasa? Can you guys make a match between these two, or Sasa is just a Lila program running on the supercomputer? Guys, what is Sasa, by the way? Is it Lila? Is it the same? Sasa the computer, not a program? So, okay. So which software is it using to run the chess? Sasa is Stockfish? Oh, Sasa is Stockfish. I see. Monstrous hardware running Stockfish. Monstrous, right? All right. So how about we have this match between Sasa, which is a monstrous hardware running Stockfish, and some monstrous Lila hardware. All right. Let us see that match. I want to see that match. Sasa versus Lila. That will be fun. I want to see that. Can you imagine the beautiful games we'll see, guys? The beautiful games. It's monstrous hardware running both. TCC is basically Sasa level hardware. You guys sure it is? All right, good. You know, I had a question also. You guys have all these computer championships. You have a ton of computer games. Is there a database of the computer games that is being updated, like chess-based, right? Is for the humans, right? Is there like an engine database? Because I'm pretty sure when there was a lot of when I was playing at the top level, the candidate level, I remember one of my seconds, he was actually keeping an eye on all those software games, computer program games. He had the special database for that, and we were actually getting some ideas for the opening prep from those games. So guys, if you make this database of the whole computer games played ever and keep it updated, like chess-based, that'll be awesome. I'm not talking only TCC. I'm talking about all the computer championships, all the computer tournaments. Yeah, I understand that for the TCC there is one, but you know, we need more, right? We need more. What about the non-TCC championships? Chess Dom, chess what? Okay, let's click on that link. Let's see what these guys are saying. Rating list, testing summary. Okay. Complete lists, downloads and statistics. All right. I have no idea how many games there are. Free, open source. My God, all games without comments. Game by month. Whoa, fantastic resource, guys. Fantastic. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much for sharing that. Have you ever played the B3 French? Over 1 million computer games. Perfect. Now all you guys have to do is you have some favorite chess grandmaster, the top candidate. Put that link to them so they can get access to this database. That will for sure make the opening preparation much harder. Much harder to memorize and much harder to prepare for. All right, but there is also a great thing. When is the next London video coming out? It is coming out within the next couple of days. I'm definitely working on it. Okay, so I'm curious, what does Lila say about this Dukis line? Dukis, let's check out your line, okay? So let's make this line. You know, I had the discussion with Mr. Dukis here, and we had discussion on this line here, E3, and there was what is this? No, it was not knight c6. What was this line, Dukis? What was this line? Oh, this knight c6, knight d2, queen b6, right? So I'm very curious what Lila thinks about this position. All right, this seems to be like a hot thing. So let's see what Lila plays here. How Lila evaluates this position, because so far we see here that rook b1 was played the most, right? We see a lot of games here played. Evaluation 55%. And what is the right move? Bishop b5 or bishop d3, right? Bishop b5, and then I saw a bunch of people playing g6, e6 here, and yeah, a lot of games. Yeah, e6, and then if castles, probably bishop e7 or queen c5. Bishop e7 I like. So I was thinking about making the line on I call this Duki's line because he is the based on this probability. All right, because you see the evaluation is here like 0, and it probably is very close to equals. So that just proves that a lot of lines in the chess openings are basically leading to draw. Lila likes e4 here. Here? e4? Here? Are you serious? e4? My god, what is this e4? And if I take, what is the point? Oh my god, tricky. 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 You guys see that? That was very tricky. And e5 looks good. E takes d5 looks good. With Lila a few months ago, like most mainline openings, starts out slightly favorable for whitish, and you feed good black moves, it gets close to 50%. Dukis, we're getting the help from the computer developer community here, and we're looking at this line, and now we're looking at this e4. You're analyzing what I think you are. Yes, we are looking at this line, and well, it looks like black still suffering a lot, yeah? I mean, for the human player to play this line, it looks very difficult. Yeah. You don't play e6? Yeah. All right, but this is fun, yeah? I know you play g6 here, right? That's what you do? I think you play g6 here. Yeah, and what is... No, but g6, look at this, e4. Okay, a lot of lines, yeah? A lot of lines. Whoa, 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 whoa. I really like e4 here. My own to get a strong stockfish opinion on this. So e4, right? And then black is basically limited to playing only one move, a6. It looks pretty incredible. But this is depth 19, which is pretty low. This is 19 depth. All right, so that is some that is how you know. So you guys are doing great analysis on your own. I'm pretty impressed. So if I don't play e4 here, if I play just castles like everybody else does, then after bishop g7, and we're looking at some lines here, I think 95 looks good. And what about bishop d7 here? I mean, still playable, right? Take, e4. Some sort of compensation maybe, but not that much, to be honest. Because I really don't think queen c5 is the way to go. Because it just doesn't look right. Maybe you can do that. Alright, but you have to know this line, of course. That you have to know line, you have to know that there is this queen a3 move. Queen a3, right? Which is basically the only move. And then you have to know this bishop f5, yeah. And then it's basically a draw. Right. Alright, so a lot of forced lines. A lot of forced lines. Actually, there was a game played like this, yeah. Not many. And yeah, so we're discussing London system here, guys. I played some games against Lila. I made a miracle draw in one game. So I ruined the perfect score for Lila. I feel very happy about that. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to play Lila. Now I can see... Yeah, my wife is supporting me, like really. She's very happy that I made a draw. All right, thank you for the games, Mr. Physics, Physics and Gene. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Lila absolutely killed me. And the game that I actually did a draw, and she was killing me also. But I got lucky in the end game. Yeah, you know. Yeah, speaking about that game, that end game, she should have won, of course, dude. She should have won that end game. So maybe Maybe somebody who said about Leela not being the strongest in the endgame. Try Fisher randoms someday. Sure. But what's the point? She's gonna kill me, man. Yeah. You should probably, you know, recently there were like matches with the grandmasters playing the computer with the handicap, right? Lily is crap at endgame, chess TV. I mean, it depends on the level, it depends on the nodes utilized, right? Depends on the hardware. It depends. So if you want to get in touch with Lila and check how strong she is, ask this person who is the dev, Mr. Physics Engine, and you know, go for it. All right. So, all right. So I'm gonna accept all the challenges today from you guys. And by the way, somebody tell me why Lila is being named Lila. Sort of in the community. All right, then you can tell us why Lila is actually called Lila. It's like LLC or something, right? Why is it Lila? Because let's start with the name, right? Who came up with that name and what does it mean? I mean, it's LC0, right, or something. Lila. It's named after the Futurama character. A Go engine. It is a Go joke because in Go you need 2 eyes to live, but Leela in Futurama has 1. Oh, I see. Started as a Go engine, then was pointed to chess. 1 eye, which is a Go term. Right. Fortunately, I played a little bit of Go, thanks again to my wife. So I have some basic rudimentary knowledge. I was some Q13 at my best, and which is like terrible. But I didn't study it at all, just, you know, playing games. That was fun. Actually, Go is fun, guys. It's a lot of fun. So, speaking of that, let me bring you up with the something that I have. So, I'm bringing you guys, I have a shop open. I have no idea how cool it is, but, you know, I got an email and they offered me to make merch, and why not, right? Okay, what else? Lila is stronger than Alpha Zero. You better believe it. I mean, Alpha Zero is like, what, a few years now, right? So that was a few years now. All right, thank you very much, you guys. Thank you for coming and allowing me to play Lila. That was a lot of fun, getting killed. And all right, let me play some dudes here. And you're welcome, guys. Fish Random. It was a lot of fun. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was a lot of fun games with Lila. Yeah, I was trying to pull that anti-computer chess with the hippo closing the board on her, but that was probably a big mistake, yeah? That was a big mistake, I think. Because she just outplayed me with that extra space advantage. All right, 97. Why am I playing 97 here? I don't think I played 97 here before, but okay, 97. C6. All right, thank you very much. Keep in touch. Keep in touch. I want to hear more about Lila's exploits later sometime. So knight c1. We probably want to castle here. And use levers on the wings to maximum effect them. You'd get better. Guys, I mean, like, do I really need to get better? Do I really need to? I mean, like, I'm already probably... I know I'm a badass already, right? But, I mean, I'm a top 100 player, but I'm pretty much retired, right? So, I don't need to get better against Leela. Alright, what I need is just to, you know, raise some rating points on this LiChess, and so I can enjoy some of my streams more. So let's get this bishop. Ooh. In this case, I want to take with the queen, maybe. And you know, now that I played Lila, I'm gonna ask now myself a lot of questions like, what would Lila play in this position, right? What would Lila do in this position? And then go like this, yeah, thinking. Like, what would Lila do? And then if I make a move, like, how would Lila react to this move, yeah? I don't think it's a good enough move. Train hard and exercise. Eat your green stuff. Eat your vegetables, right? Remember? You forgot to mention vegetables, man. Like, from the Spider-Man, the second, right? Was the second the first, the reference? Remember? He did that flip with the bike, right? Then the kid sees him, like, and then says, wow, how did you do that? Hi guys, hi Kaz. And then this guy who plays Spider-Man, right? He just says, I don't know, eat a lot of vegetables, exercise. And then the kid says, that's what my mom says, but I never believed it, yeah? Yeah, those were good days. Good days. All right, so, I don't know, bishop e6. Then you're gonna play queen e3 maybe. I don't know, I kind of want to develop my king side. I don't like this bishop on e6 to be honest, but yeah, why the hell not? All right. Do you have non-chess related day job? Nope. I'm trying to stream, man. I'm trying to stream, I'm trying to teach, and I'm trying to do all of this at the same time. Woohoo, we get the pawn. Yes. Yes, we got the pawn. We got the pawn. We're very happy about this pawn grabbing, because we are going for this pawn grabbing business. Let's trade the rooks, because your rook is very active, mister. So we need to trade this rook. That was the idea behind bishop e5. That's why I didn't play rook b8, because there was bishop c3 coming, right? So pair of bishops, very strong winning possibility here, to be honest. Let's just not spoil this, yeah? Let's not spoil this. e5. Alright, we're not playing Leela, so we can relax a little bit, because we're definitely not playing Leela. We are playing a human being. And probably kick this knight out. Probably. Yeah. Oh, I'm long time. I forgot this very human thing to flag people. Yeah, but he's not gonna flag me because I missed bishop c5 mate, yeah? I missed bishop c5 mate. That was bad me. But I'm not gonna miss taking your knight, sir. I mean, you can fool me once, but not twice. Alright. Thank you for your donation. Thank you very much for those cheers. Thank you for those beats. You saw me in Crash at the Marshall, New York City in 2013, got autographs. Alright, what would Anatoly play? What would Anatoly play in this position? Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, when I had these idols, you know, I was looking up to, then I would ask myself sometimes questions like that. But when you get older, you realize you don't need idols. Yeah, you don't need those idols. Because, I mean, idols are made only to improve your game. But one day you have to beat those idols, you have to improve your game to become the master of disaster. Queen b6. Alright, I'll let you have this pawn if you really want this pawn. You can have it, because development is more important. It just is way more important. And so is the center. So we're gonna go and put the bishop where he belongs. Perfect, wonderful central square. Then we're gonna go full out attack mode. g4, g5. Probably I can play this, yeah? I should be able to play this. And then g6. Should I? Should I play g6? Alright, let's calculate. Let's not be lazy. Yeah, this should work. This should work. So knight f6, bishop takes, rook takes, check, king f8, check, king e7, queen takes g7. If king d6, e4, this should win the game. Should be good enough to win the game. What? What did I forget? Was looking for an idol, was looking for good moves. That's true. Yeah, but good moves. Good vibes. Yeah, we need good vibes. So e4, that's what I was talking about. There's this huge threat of e5 checked, combined with this king being stuck. So maybe I should have played king e8, I don't know, but I suspect it's probably still lost, to be honest, because should be lost, I think. Right? All right, Naka has over 2,000 viewers. All right, so good for him. Good for him. Hello, just joined. How are you doing? Wow, you're an easy winning this. All right, thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the channel. And this is the channel for the mature audience. So we say a lot of cursing stuff here. We do a lot of trash talking. And we also do a lot of searching for the suspicious characters during the official events. And sometimes you get to play me. Gold dust story is 100 plus. So what? So what, guys? It's alright. It is alright. Don't forget to challenge me because, you know, because you can, right? Let's celebrate this Leela action in style. So let's celebrate all that Leela action. So knight c6 is coming, I guess. Knight c6 is coming, maybe. Alright, I don't know. Let's play bishop c4. Alright, thank you very much for your donation. Tries to stream. Let's try to spend some beats. Thank you once again. So knight e5 maybe. Try to take the square away from c6. And then go for the open game. Eric is doing some streaming. Nice. That bishop gonna be lost there. You might play e6, so probably take with the knight then, yeah. Let's take with the knight. You're not supposed to give me the pawn, man. Play e6 and just protect the pawn. Alright. You always get black against me. Said Naka was selfish. All the top players are very selfish. That's pretty normal. You should just accept that. Because chess is, at the core, is the sport. It's either you win or you lose. Simple as that. It's either you win or you lose. And if you lose, then you don't get the prize. You don't get the prize. So, no complaining if you lose. Alright, so there is this line with t4, I guess. That's what they call it, right? That's how they play it these days. And I think the line here goes like a6 and b5, which I really don't like, to be honest. So let's play maybe... let's just put the knight on t4 first of all, and bring the other knight to... Yeah, I'm not going to pre-move knight e7 because he might play knight b5, and then after knight d7 I get knight d6 stuff, right? So let's not pre-move that, because if this guy hears me and he sees me pre-moving knight e7, he will play knight b5, but then knight e2 check, right? Alright, so that's good. Chess by clipped it, but good luck find it. Fine gold. Pot calling kettle black. Why is it a pot and why is it calling somebody? Hello? Why is pot calling anybody? Can it play chess? It's just a pot, yeah? Alright. Oh, I see. Alright, so old news, right? Old news. I'm actually very happy that chess is getting so popular, especially in the mainstream, like not only among the chess players, right, but also among the general fans. I mean, it's all gonna trickle down anyway, right? It is all going to trickle down. So, how do I develop this position? What do I do here? Knight f5 looks good. Knight and just bishop e7 for now. So I can develop. The threat is bishop g5. So I get time to castle, and then you really, really want to trade this bishop on b2 because it's one really good piece that white has, right? And once you trade this bishop, then white position doesn't look so hot anymore. Because this is the bishop that not only attacks, he also protects white's king, right? So let's do that. Let's trade this bishop. Let's see how white reacts. So let's check. Can go to the endgame, actually. Alright, so let's see some endgame here. Let's see some endgame action. In knight d4, I'm very curious about this endgame. I'm pretty sure that white is in huge trouble here, but let's confirm this. Let us confirm this evaluation. And the question is, what is this pawn on d4? Clearly, we have the clear target on the c file. Right, so that's where we are going. We need that c file. And then, how are we going to break through white defenses here? I have no clue, to be honest. I have no clue. And I'm being very honest. So the reason rook goes here, so rook can protect the pawn. I don't want to play d5. I don't want to commit my pawn structure yet. So let's play h6 here. I don't want to commit my pawn structure. And motivation aren't transferred. Well, it depends. It's not so easy for the older guys like me and Ben, for example, to, you know, to suddenly make an improvement, because we already at 40 something, right? We are past our prime, and at this age to study new tricks, it's like you can't teach the old dog new tricks, right? We all know that phrase. It rings true. It kind of rings true, to be honest. Hi guys, hi Radagast, good job. So, the rook is heading to d4, I guess, so I gotta play d5 finally. And we are going for this f4 pony. This little pony. We love to see you. Oh. Can I take it with the king maybe? But then a lot of checks are there. I kind of like e5. This pawn is not going anywhere. Thirst for more. Vegans are not necessarily thin. Alright, so let's activate this rook. Make sure we pin everything. Like that professional, right? The professional Leon. When the dude could not get through his defenses, he said, bring everyone. Let's bring everyone. My god, triple pawns. Triple pawns are cool. Triple pawns? My god, I cannot pronounce it. Queen. They gotta be made there. They gotta be made there. And Dukes plays against me with white. Good job. Tower of Pawns. Blocked on all channels and mod here. Blocked in all channels and mod here. You're homeless on Wi-Fi. You're a mod. Andre, как дела? Very good. How much lettuce do you have to eat to weigh 300 pounds? Do I look like I'm an expert on such question? I don't know. I'm not an expert on such difficult questions. Ah, I forgot. Grishu plays 97 here instead of this. Ah. Misplay. Misplayed by me. By yours truly. Alright, so just a suggestion. Some guys play c5 before I play b5, so then you take on b6 and we go into this Benoni structure. And I think white is slightly better there, but because after b5 now, I think black is perfectly fine here, to be honest. I think black is just fine. So 97. What is white trying to do here? He's definitely trying to pull something. Dukes is preparing some kind of attack on me, I guess. He's trying to attack me. Dukes, an aggressive Dukes. This is an aggressive dude. Alright. I don't want to play h5 here. Okay, so I took away the square from my knight, yeah. Alright, and if h6, then I don't know. What happens if I play h6 here, by the way? Let's see. Don't talk to me, troll. Frappuccino. Oh. Frappuccino? Yeah, Frappuccino is a mod because he was behaving nice. He's a cool dude. So we believe him. Alright, so I don't know, let's grab this pawn. Dukes knows that I love pawn grabbing, so I'm gonna grab all those pawns that you give me. I will grab all those pawns. And I'll just try to make sure that I survive here somehow. So this is definitely not the ideal piece location for me. I readily admit that. So let's play queen c7, keep an eye on this knight on g3. Potentially, you know, just keeping my pawn structure real tight. Knight f5, we gotta take this dude. We gotta take this dude down. And we probably will have to play e6 here. Because I really need to do something about this pawn structure. So the question is, now that he plays bishop h3, can I do e5 suddenly and change my mind? Because that bishop on h3 doesn't look so hot, to be honest. Doesn't look very hot at all. I mean, my bishop on g7 doesn't look very hot either, but I got an idea. We got an idea. Guys, we got an idea. And what is going on? Queen d6 maybe? Something is coming somewhere. So let's try bishop f8. I hope I don't blunder anything. And we're gonna go for this sort of structure here. We are going for this structure. I'm not sure who is better, but kind of like my position here. Knight e7, then knight a4 maybe, yeah. Alright, so let's just play it cool. Bishop e7, complete the development. I might consider taking this pawn now that it's become available. Because king has access to the f8 square. And my knight has access to the f4 square. And we also can play rook d8 now, but I don't know. So many possibilities here. I am thrilled about all the possibilities here. So just rook b8. Rook d2, okay. Knight d7 then. Somehow I feel like I'm just pushing wood. Just pushing some pieces, not really playing. Rook d1. So some tricks maybe, yeah? Some tricks there. Ugh. All right, some tricks somewhere. Maybe Dukis is correct. Maybe he's got a good position after all. All right, King F8. Queen F1. Let's put the knight back on B6. Offer the straight. Queen F2. King to G7. Complete the developments. Probably I should have put that knight on F4, guys. Yeah, probably. Probably should have put that knight on there. So my knight is hanging. Not easy position to play. Okay, A5. Oh, queen trade. Queen trade, yes. Thank God, the queen trade. Now we're back in business, guys. We are back in business because there's this queen trade thing. Rook back. And we have extra pawn. And this should be good. G and H pawns makes me nervous. They're like their sacks come with king. Yeah. Alright, so I don't know. So let the pawns commence the rolling, right? So let's roll the pawns. Just roll the pawns. Roll them on. H4. We are rolling those pawns like crazy. I don't know karate, but I know I'm crazy. Wait, that didn't sound right. That didn't come out right. H here. H2. Check. Oh, I blundered. I blundered. Maybe. I don't know. Did I? Check. No, but you did, right? You missed this intermediate check, Mr. Dukis. You missed this intermediate check. And now I grab this bishop. And then rook g1 check. So, okay, we just all enjoy Gata's games, so thank you for that. Thank you for that. And since we are all here, let me... Alright, let me guys know what you think about how these things look, okay? I need an honest answer. Do these things look any good? Alright, so here I'm actually trying for this e5 line. You shouldn't have given me free pawn. That is an interesting observation. Because you know I'm the pawn grabber, right? Dukis, I'm a pawn grabber. Frappuccino. Kili wants you to play Benoni. Kili, is that like from the Hobbit, right? There is the Kili, and then who else was there? That was the Kili was the guy who fell in love with that elvish girl, right? Was that Kili? Oh, Kilimanjaro? No. Okay, I have no idea. All right, it is back to the Hobbit because you know there were 13.
Kilimanjaro, we've seen this movie.
What?
Okay,
All right, so there were the 12 dwarfs, right? 12 dwarfs, and then we had the burglar. A burglar named Baggins. Right, so those dwarfs were funny. Very funny dwarfs. Cool dudes, actually. All right. We got extra exchange. Thank you for the extra exchange. Thank you for all those pawns. Twins were Philly and Kili. Right. So which one was the one who fell in love with the elvish girl? Yeah, no, but which one of these two was in love with the elvish girl? And then he died at the hands of that damn orc. That was disaster. That's like most horrible sequence you can find. Show this great love affair and then kill both of them. No, kill one of them, right? That was just terrible. I hate that ending. This should not have happened, for sure. It was Philly, yeah? Oh, really? So the book didn't have that? I see. I see. So that was a lot of added stuff for the theatricals then. Grab. Your favorite pawn grabber grabs. That's what we do. The pawn grabber grabs. Quite a bit of that stuff in the original water. Yeah. So somebody said that in 2020 we have new movies coming up, and I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, there's bishop c5, I guess. Yeah, bishop c5. That's really a threat. Take. I don't know. Let's just take this. Let's just take this thing here, because that thing was getting on my nerves. I really don't like when people try to attack me. In that respect, I'm very much like Petrosian. I really try to foresee the way the opponent is coming for me and then prevent all that plans. This is GG. Yeah, alright. This does look like a GG. This looked like a GG for quite some time. But we give our opponent chances, of course. So we want to defeat you. We should probably be playing aggressive and energetic. Well, the easiest way to defeat me is to flag me. But that means that you have to make me waste almost 3 minutes and that you don't blunder anything. Alright? So, so that's how you can beat me, for sure. If you can manage all that stuff, then you can beat me. Probably. Right. Yeah, that corona thing was... Unfortunately, it affected a lot of people. It did affect a lot of people. So, today... Bishop b5 check. I feel like I'm being tricked into something. What am I being tricked into? I don't know. Like into something. Knight f6. Then just play this. Yeah, you probably should have castle first before you play knight c3. Makes a lot of sense, right? Then because I don't have this trade then. Because this trade is black is just better because you have really bad bishop now, isolated pawn, and a great square for my knights, and you have no compensation for this isolated pawn. So, but if you castle, then you probably could develop the knight to c3, attacking my queen. Because now, right now this looks very bad for white. I mean, Tom Bohm, he was kind of audited, rescuing the hobbits from the barrow. Yeah, I didn't see this boom battle guy in the movies. I definitely didn't see that. Greetings from Russia. Greetings, Epic Clarv. To accept challenges from the viewers. Yes, I am. I am accepting the challenges from the viewers, so feel free to challenge me. Feel free to do that. And we have this Friday, of course, the simul for the subscribers. but it is not yet. Not yet. So, all right, I'll take this knight. I will accept this trade. And probably just try to take over this file for now. So I'm curious about this endgame. I gave you the chance to fix your pawn structure, but what about this endgame, right? What about this endgame? And then probably I can play b5. Probably h5. The king really needs to come to f5. That's the reason you play h5. You prevent sort of this g4 move, right? If the king gets to e5, this structure is really not that great for white. So rook c2. So we're trying to be diabolically clever. So as I mentioned, that king is coming to grab the central pawn on a5. Right? Basically, that will be a free pawn. And that's how you play this sort of structure. This is something that white always is kind of scared of. This kind of structure, right? Because this active king is going to kick serious ass. He's going to kick some serious but then king d3, right? And now white has huge problems. All right, so you are playing. All right, so I have another way of playing this position, which is basically knight e3 again, but I now get your rook. And king e3 was kind of unnecessary. After knight e3, black is winning completely. So what did I miss? In the lap in Sicilian was black playing d5. With the trick to playing with white, it seems like I get an IQP position where I get unusual pressure then. For you and your father to find out you started falling. Well, I was only 14 years old. Just small side story for the most part. Anyway, he didn't really figure into the larger picture. Well, Sicilian Alapin. What is Sicilian Alapin? Is that c3? Is that c3 Sicilian? Okay. Yeah. Way too passive, man. Way too passive. Yeah, a lot of pins. Yeah, so when I came to the US, I was basically 13, 14 years old. It was absolutely a new experience. So when you're a kid, you're just enjoying all those, you know, McDonald's for the first, you know, I can't really, you know, promote McDonald's because, you know, their food sucks. But okay, let's be honest. McDonald's, for someone who came from the US, was really definitely something, all right? It was definitely one of an experience. Then, of course, we also had other great things. Like, yeah, but we moved to Little Russia in Brooklyn immediately because my dad didn't speak English, so it kind of helped him a lot. So basically, he didn't learn English for the next like 10 years. Last time I saw him, he was still basically barely speaking correct English. And, you know, he didn't need to. There were a lot of magazines and newspapers all in Russian, right? So you didn't need all that stuff. All right, so let's get this IQP formation. All right, let's get this IQP formation. So this is like Tarish, except that I think it's a good version of Tarish for black. Are not what they used to be. I agree wholeheartedly with you there, sir. You know, play Panov attack, but when I received this, it seems like black has much more pressure on the pawn trap. Yes, for some reason you're correct. And I agree completely with that statement. In Panov, it's different. And Sicilian, it's different because black gets a more active piece placement in the Sicilian 2c3. He does. So, can we go for this e5 thing? I really don't want to. I really don't want to. Really don't want to. Alright, so just play normal. And then again, what is normal? What is the normal way of playing this position? What is the normal way? So I need the rook on d8, and this bishop on h6 is doing nothing. So let's bring this bishop back. So that was basically one mover. I thought that I get something on that file, but I get absolutely nothing. I get zilch on that file. So queen b5. What is going on? White wants to play d5 maybe. I don't know. Queen c7. So preventing all this stuff. So take. a6. Rook d8. And just basically getting out of the way of white's pieces here. I want to keep the opposite color bishops on board because I believe this structure is more vulnerable to the attack, right? If the knight gets to f5, then white might be in some sort of serious trouble. So this structure, this pawn connection, right? You have 3 pawn islands, which is means that the white has a worse pawn structure, right? Have to play the c3 slightly differently than Panov Botvinnik. Yes, you have to play them differently. I actually analyzed a lot those positions, and I found them to be I mean Sicilian with c3. A lot of forced lines as usual, a lot of tactical stuff, just a lot of it. And yeah, I was thinking about this. Is this correct? I don't know. I mean, definitely black has enough compensation, even after simply playing b4. Because that extra pawn on b2 with rook on b4 doesn't mean much. It's still extra pawn though, yeah. So who knows. But if bishop a6, queen a5, then can you take? Then you have 2 pawns. I have 2 minor pieces. You have a rook, which is very strong, but all right. So let's see this. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm a curious cat, so I want to see this. I want to see this line. So let's see it. b4 was much stronger. I'm pretty sure b4 was much stronger because it forces basically just all those trades. But if you play like this, then b4 is even stronger now because I'm going to grab this pawn on b2. And I will be pretty happy because I grab my pawn back. And I'm gonna grab my pawn back. That's good enough reason for me. I got my pawn back. Alright, so bishop h6. Take. And grab this. Grab. Alright, we got extra pawn. Nice. We don't have much time, but that is the not important objective. 95. Alright, so win on time. Not bad. Cry like a GM. Wow, what a nickname. What a nickname. Yeah, getting close to mediocre. Nak told us where you grab his train. When you grab his trainer's hand and behind the scenes. When I grab his trainer's hand? What? Who's his trainer? Any behind the scenes you would add? What? I have no idea what the story is. You probably got it wrong. I have no idea what you're talking about. You were going out during a competition. I was going out during competition. During which competition? All right. So, okay. So I was going out. Yeah, it's possible. I used to go out a lot. Yeah. There's nothing criminal there. So what happened? What's the rest of the story is? You thought you grabbed your girlfriend's hand. Aha. So now we're getting somewhere. And then it turned out to be his computer dude, right? What's the rest of the story then? Yeah, okay, that actually may be. Yeah, that may be because I think I recall something like that happened. And again, by accident, right? By accident, it could happen to anybody. There's nothing wrong with that. So, all right, so the standard plan was a4. Hopefully I don't blunder anything. There are a lot of tricks here. And this usually gives me a good square for my bishop here. That's the reason why I play a4 in almost every an attacker and a 5-card draw. Okay, so let's grab this bishop. And the thing is, this knight is probably going somewhere here. So knight is going to b3. So he has to play b6. He gotta play b6, otherwise he's just worse, right? And I'm gonna play queen e2. And because of the spin, he doesn't have e5 yet. Oh, he thinks he does it. All right. Let us check this claim, whether he can play this or not. Let us check this claim. Maybe he can. I don't know. But I thought I have f4 here, but maybe I don't. So rook e8, f4. This knight, if this knight gets to d4, I'll be very, very happy, right? You never tried going Dutch. Going Dutch. Talking about early deviations in the opening. I hope these deviations that you're talking about, they pitch it well friendly. Quick flare up, some GM. I have no idea what you're talking about, but let's hope it works. Hanging pawns. Well, he probably has to take on e5 and play bishop e4 or something, because I don't see the alternative for him, to be honest. I don't see an alternative, because if he plays this immediately, then can just grab this thing, I think. Play knight d4, attack this rook. And basically, I'm just very healthy pawn up. Just queen g4, right? So white is a pawn up. He has a nice bishop on e4, admittedly, but the pawn is a pawn, and my king is kind of safe. So the only thing I have to do now is slowly undermine this bishop on e4, or just trade him with my knight eventually, and that should be it. So let's rook f1. Rook f2. Cover the second, inviting that thing there. Okay. Let's trade the queens. Because this knight covers very important points of entry, right? So that means, even if these pawns are doubled, black is still kind of in trouble here. So let's trade the pair of rooks. And bring the king to closer. What does he want to do? Rook e3, king f4, g4. All right, white is completely winning here. I mean, b3, b4, b3, c4 also comes to mind, right? Yeah, I think white is winning. He should be winning here for white, to be honest. Should be winning. I mean, that pawn also can get to h6, potentially with a knight on f6, right? So, should be winning. I did not flag this guy. If you haven't reached 2000 by the age of 10, it means you are a patzer. Well, I would put it differently. I would say that if you haven't reached the level of the FM, FIDE master, by the time you are 10, then you're probably not going to make it to the top 10 in the world. Probably. So you need to be an FM by the time you're like 10. You need to be an IM by the time you're about 12. And the GM by the time you're 15 or 14. All right. So that's kind of the timetable. That's kind of the timetable, guys. So just keep that in mind. If you want to be considered the World Championship Challenger material, all right? World Chess Championship contender. Not pretender, but contender. Because we don't want pretenders. We want the contenders. All right, so knight d7. Oh, knight b5, I guess. That's the trick, right? Yeah, there's a lot of tricks in this line. I keep forgetting all these guys have a lot of tricks. Knight d7, knight b5, knight e5, knight here. Wait a minute, but then I can grab the pawn, right? And he plays bishop f3 maybe. I don't know, let's see this. Okay, let's see this. Wait, I misplayed it. 94, he just plays 95, right? Knight c3, f6. Ugh. I forgot all these lines. This is definitely the worst move that they can make in this position. Knight f3 was definitely not the best move. So let's grab this guy with the knight. Let's grab this guy with the knight because it's pinned after all, right? And then we can also improve the bishop then. It's always a good idea. Alright, so what was the question in your opinion? What counts more, become GM, hard work or talent? Difficult questions. Difficult questions. You need both. I mean, obviously with the hard work, I mean, obviously with the talent you will get somewhere, but then at some point you will stop getting somewhere. You will stop being somewhere. This was a bad move. Bishop d4, knight f2 was just winning immediately. Of course, but okay, I can still do this check, right? So it's still winning. So rook f2, rook e1 mate, king h1, knight f1. And this rook is coming to e1. Because this bishop has no moves, right? Alright, so as I was saying, the hard work is essential if you want to make it. I consider myself pretty talented at chess. But when I didn't do work on chess, when I was, so this was between 1989 and 1993. So that was 4 years where I did almost no work on chess because I resented being put to work on chess by my father. So I was playing a lot of games, you know, Tetris, I don't know, watching some stories, playing Ultima Online, Ultima 4, you know, my favorite stuff. Just when he was not watching, I was, you know, playing all these games, right? And he couldn't watch me all the time, right? So basically that means I was playing games, like, you know, almost all the time instead of studying chess. And still, you know, I managed to get to this level. Of course, wait a minute, knight h5, what is this? I think there's some tricks here. There should be some tricks here, I think. Well, there is a trick with bishop e5, of course. There is a trick with bishop e5. Do you study my 60 memorable games? I read it. It was one of my favorite games. Total War series, no, but many years later, when there was Command and Conquer, the Tiberium series, my God, that game just ruined my life. I'm telling you, that game alone did more than any of my competitors could ever dreamed of. That game ruined my life completely. I mean, I was playing this game at the 2009 tournament, super tournament in Timisoara, where Vasily was playing, and a lot of other guys were playing, and basically I was playing this game non-stop because, you know, it was just bloody amazing. You know, those gold level tanks, right? Gold level, those CC3, right? Right, so that game ruined my life, basically, because I lost 20 rating points there. I didn't care because I really didn't like that place. I really didn't like that place. It felt like I was in the countryside. I have nothing against the country people, but I'm not a country man. I'm not a country man for sure. That's just not for me, guys. That's not me. Unfortunately. Yeah, so I was playing a lot of those games, and then of course you guys have to remember the Civilization series, right? The Civilization, my God, Sid Meier's Civilization, Jesus Christ. The Civilization, you're happy. Hi, Mark. Mark, I made Frappuccino mod a couple of days ago. You did Civ? Of course I did Civ. Ask me, like, who didn't do Civilization? Who didn't? I was playing Civilization. Wait, guys. Those were Civilization 2 and 3. Those were the before, right? Before all that stuff. Okay. So I have a plan. So let's do this thing. Let's do this thing according to the plan. I need actually the plan to play this correctly. Oh, he's gonna grab my bishop. Oh, he's gonna grab my bishop. Naughty guy. All right, you can grab my bishop. You can grab my bishop. I want to get my knight to g4 ASAP. Right, Civilization. My God, those. Yeah, you exited high school with Civ 2. Lower opinion of Gandhi. Oh my God, you're very funny. Lower opinion of Gandhi. Okay, I don't know about that. I think Gandhi was a cool dude. Very cool dude. Did you play Command & Conquer? Yes, I did. I played all those games. Oh my God. And the good those games did to me. I mean, I survived, right? I survived being a slave at my own place, my own home. Slaving at the chess, you know, so that my dad can claim he raised the world chess champion. All right. Okay, rook h5. Thank you very much. So this is kind of caveman style attack, right? But sometimes it works because the center is basically closed. So sometimes it does work. All right. StarCraft. I loved. I was really late to the StarCrafts. It was already like when I started playing StarCraft. It was basically 2000, I think, 11 or 2012, and I went over the original, right? And then I really liked the continuation. I really like those things they did with that Zerg and those the hell they called 3 factions, right? Like 3 factions. There's always 3 factions. There was this very old game called Aliens, like Predator, like online, yeah. Those first shooters. Those first shooters. What am I doing here, by the way? I'm doing this wrong. I have to play e6 to 97. I have to prevent this expansion with f4. That's how I play it. I play 97, then I try to meet it with f5. It's probably not that great, but Terence, yes, Terence, Zerg, and all the jazz. So a5. Let's bring this. Let's bring the action to board. Maybe, yeah. So there were also 3 factions, like Marines, you know, some Predators, and of course Aliens, right? Witcher, no, I never played. But I watched the game being played by one of my friends. It looked like it looked like a huge time sink, so I didn't want any more time sinks because I had a huge time sink. The game that I started playing since 2000, which was the EverQuest, right? The Ruins of Kunark just came out, and basically that was it. That was the end of Gata Kamsky. That was the end of me as the professional student, because I was studying in college and going to the grad school, and I flunked the grad school, and I flunked college. I flunked all my courses because I was playing EverQuest. Yes, the granddaddy. Yeah, but I met some great people, absolutely fantastic people who were also playing that game. So I kind of treasure those friendships that I made. That was important. Yeah. Well, I was pre-med, right? But then I didn't go to the med school because I didn't get accepted. I was put on the waiting list by 3 or 4 schools in the United States, but I really, there's this huge responsibility, and I didn't feel like sticking needles into people. I felt that was not me. I felt that wasn't me. Huge responsibility there. EverQuest or EverCrack, correct. Yes, so I was playing EverQuest instead of studying for the finals, midterms, or quizzes, anything, sleeping very little. And yeah, there was a certain period of time, that was the only period of time when I was living absolutely by myself. That was 1 year like that. So that was 1 year of bliss. Pure bliss. And just like in college, there was no time for girls. No girlfriends, just games. That was the story. So you guys now know it. Alright, so what is going on here? So let's bring the knight to d4. The girls came later, right? Once I realized that, games are finally, I had enough of games, and finally decided to do something about that. What is this opposite sex was all about, right? I was a huge nerd. Huge nerd. Right. Yes, college is, but unfortunately, I went to the college. There was the super cool game called the Street Fighter. And that means that was the end of me. I was skipping classes in college, skipping preparations, skipping lunch breaks just to play Street Fighter. Yeah. Street Fighter. My God. No girls, street fighting. Do you still play games? Yes. I still play games, and they still take a lot of my time. I'm not streaming my games because I suck. I just play for... I don't know why I play games. Just, just to get all that sense of, I don't know, I guess of has been, right? That's what I have become. Alright, so what is this? This looks like Benoni. So Dukius actually managed to get me into this line, which is a cross between Benoni and I have no idea what the hell it is. And Kid, right? Kid Zamish or something? No, I don't play Street Fighters. It's like the young kids game. Not anymore, man. Not anymore. I play grand strategic games, right? Or fantasy games. I like fantasy games a lot. Raising those heroes' levels, arming them, those great weapons, etc., etc. So where... Okay, let's play Rook B8. And let's see what this position is. I'm not sure I'm playing this correctly. But what the hell, yeah. What the hell? Why not? So if I play knight h7 here, this bishop actually can go to h4. I missed that. So this bishop does go there, and then he can sacrifice some stuff here, yeah. Alright, so probably time has come to play c4 here. Probably is the time to do some active spieling. How about those space simulators? Of course. Stellaris is #1 in my opinion. It's a grand simulator. There are others. I also played the other, what is it called, about the They have magnificent graphics, magnificent. Absolutely the best graphics I have ever seen in that game. Just magnificent. What is it called? My God, what is it called? Oh, don't remember. It's also 4X. It's also 4X. It's on Steam. Space. They did some expansions, and the last expansions was about Japanese samurais, sort of like mix, right? And then they called them some Kilo, Chilo, something, whatever. I don't know. It was so it was bloody ridiculous. I thought it was ridiculous. Legendary epic griffing from old 97 and F5. Yes, I think so. Thank you for the donation, Mr. Kizo. Griffin. So. Okay, so what is going on here? What is this position? So let's play rook b6. Let's activate this rook so it does something useful at least. So it hits the 6th rank and protects against d6, and it's doing something there. Not standing like absolutely doing nothing. Not being a useless piece of rook, right? Piece of rook. That's what I'm gonna call it. Board games. Yes, board games. I didn't play board games, but I really like the online version. If you guys remember the old games like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! It all started with the, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Saturday morning cartoon, right? So then when I heard that there is online version, the first online version, right, the previous one that was later scrapped after like 4 or 5 years, I remember, you know, I was playing this Yu-Gi-Oh!, you know, getting all those cards and stuff, and then during the World Cup, I was so crazy, I was actually waking up during the night to play in the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship, right? Yeah, during the World Cup, my God, Jesus Christ, that was so crazy. All right, but that's what I did. That's what I did. And all right, so let's get rid of this piece, and let's get rid of this guy, and let's probably attack this guy as well. Wait a minute, I should have just taken on d6 immediately. What am I doing? That was not a good idea. Okay, so he wants for he's going for this exchange. All right, that's not bad. That is not bad. I was more afraid of queen h4 and then f6 and then g4, bishop h5 sort of stuff. I thought that was more dangerous, to be honest. Yeah, I thought that was more dangerous. But okay, why not? So let's see how this turns out. Take, take, check, king h7. And now I have 2 pawns, which I think is not a bad compensation. Right, I have e4 pawn, this b and c pawn, standard Benoni pawns. They're looking mighty good, I might add. So, oh, of course he takes, crap. All right. Oh my God. Okay, blunder. The blunder. But okay, I'm setting up a trap. If he plays bishop f3, then e4, and he cannot capture this pawn because knight f2, and if rook f2, then rook d1 mate. Right, that means he is lost. Dukis, one mistake and it's game over. So Yu-Gi-Oh! That was a card game, and then of course when we moved with my wife to St. Petersburg, shortly before that, I started playing this. It was a fantastic game. I thought it was absolutely incredible game. It was called the Elder Scrolls, The Legends, Elder Scrolls. I played this game for 2 years, and then I got really pissed off because they stopped supporting the game. They stopped supporting the game, and so I quit it. I mean, You know, there was no more updates, no more balancing. What's the point? They were also doing world championships there. Who cares? Of course, I played Magic the Gathering online as well. I didn't play the board game. I was so hyped to see, you know, the actual world championships played in that game, right? Magic the Gathering, the world championships. My God. When did you move back to Russia? Elder Scrolls Legends for 2 years. Yes. And I stopped playing it last year. Last year in the summer, I think. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I actually played the game during the Grand Swiss tournament in England. My wife, she knows. Thank God I have my wife. You know, she's such a great partner. She doesn't scold me for playing games. She's the only girl who never ever said a single word against single word for me playing games. Right? You know how rare that is to find your partner that, you know, doesn't tell you a single word about you playing games. Whoa. So huge thanks to my wife. Thank you, darling. So yeah, I mean, when I was in some relationships before that, that was like huge moment for me, because that was just huge moment. Okay, straight into the H file, man. Whoa, you got balls. What is this? All right, let's see how you handle the attack. Let's see how you handle it, mister. Can you defend your king against the pawn grabber, the king slayer? You know it? You know him, you love him. It's the master blaster. Knight g5 was, of course, winning right on the spot, probably, but there's nothing wrong with g4. So actually, I'm being given a second chance, so I'm going to grab the second chance. I'm going to attack this pawn. Rook b1 was probably more accurate, because there is the idea like ab4, knight e6, queen e5, which is what probably Leela would play, I think, with black here. Yeah. Magic was like 5 years ago, something near my house. I was like, but it seems spectators were forbidden. Really? Oh my God. Elder Scrolls, RPGs such as Skyrim, Oblivion. I played EverQuest. That was enough. You realize how long I played EverQuest for? I played EverQuest since 2000 until I was really heavy into EverQuest. First I was playing casual for like 2 years. Then I got into this top tier guild, right? So we were raiding, you know, Vixtal, you know, the Planes of Time, you know, all those expansions. That stuff like ate so much time. And I played mage, right? Because I played mage, that means also that you know, I was in charge of doing all those Call of the Hero stuff, right? So basically, with a lot of guilds competing for the spawns, you know, mages were in huge demand for logging off in a certain location, and then once you log on, you can Call of the Hero the rest of your guild to you, which was which was bad, but okay. Oh my God, I'm blundering. Nice trick, dudes. Nice. I like this. Ah, but wait, if you take on b4, knight d3, you give me 2 knights for a single rook, so that doesn't work. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, the World of Warcraft came later, and I just couldn't play it because I thought it was for kids. Yeah, all those cartoonish characters, that was kid stuff, right? EverQuest was for the older guys. And it's like for the older guys, right? At least I felt that way. I felt World of Warcraft is for kids. Okay. Not born when EverQuest was released. What do you think about the film Ready Player One? I haven't watched that film. I kind of have... I love Steven Spielberg, but, you know, indie, right? Indie movies, etc. But when it comes to stuff like that, I don't know. I kind of trust James Cameron more. So when I saw this Battle... Angela Lita, right? You guys all saw this movie. Great, fantastic movie, perfect movie. Yeah, that was like I was applauding, yeah, because that was a absolutely fantastic movie. Really great. Really loved it. I don't know, knight f3 looks good, right? So if you guys didn't get a chance to watch that movie, I highly recommend. It's Japanese manga, absolutely great. Yeah, kind of, you know, an eye towards like what the future will be like for humankind. I mean, can you imagine if all that stuff is really coming in the future? That vision of the future, the balls. Yeah, that dude was the magnificent. So, Citizen X, I think that's an old movie, yeah? I think that's a pretty old movie. I haven't seen that. What's the guy? The editor of The Hustler, right? Versus State. There was this movie. Yes. Why not chess for kids? Chess pieces look like food little kids eat. I watched Citizen X. No, I didn't watch that. All right, so a lot of movies, a lot of time spent watching online, and being a drunk. Larry Flint, exactly. Larry Flint versus State, or State versus Larry Flint. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, but legal system is absolutely broken in the United States. It's just broken. I was very fortunate to study in graduate law school, and finally, despite my gaming, despite all those EverQuest raids, I managed to finally complete it and get my JD, right? And you know, normal GPA, nothing special, just enough to complete it. So, and then of course that's how I realized, you know, the legal system in the US is like so broken. It is not funny. Not funny at all. It's just really, really broken. Go there for a career. Yeah, that's true. That is true. So I'm gonna try to avoid playing e5 or d6. So I'm gonna wait for white to play e5 himself, and just so that I can keep my bishop open. Right. Yeah, but the reason I really like law school is because you study case law, right? You study case law, and that is, I think that's actually a great thing, because you get to learn what really real life is all about, right? When you study all those cases, you realize, you know, people from different walks of life, right? Different professions. You study what they're doing, what happened in the case, right? So you learn. You send me a challenge. I will take it when it comes there. Can you please tell if Konev Vlad is Artemiev? Yes, that's Artemiev. Okay, that's pretty much is Artemiev. Everybody knows it. So I don't think. Once you gave the lawyer the money, kiss your ass goodbye. Well, that's standard. I think there was a great. Who was the great writer who said that we should kill all lawyers? That was a little bit overstatement, but that should give you an idea, right? Well, okay, there are different lawyers, right? There are different lawyers. I really respect those guys that are fighting for the cause. Those guys I really respect, right? For the cause, right? Bringing all those corporations to justice. For example, there was this absolutely famous, the starting case that we had. The starting case that we had, I started studying when I was in law school, was the case about the great the great chemical spill in Buffalo, if you guys remember. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but there was this huge chemical spill, which corporation didn't tell anybody, and people in Buffalo City of New York, for a duration of, I don't know, like 10 or 15 years, the babies were born with deformities, right? And a lot of people didn't know what's going on, and finally when somebody found out, you know, there was this huge legal fight, the class action suit, of course, and all that stuff. Yeah, but finally that corporation was brought to justice, I think. So stuff like that, you know, actually it's important. I mean, Then, of course, you guys remember when I went to the ethics class, right? We studied Enron case. You guys, if some of you younger guys, you probably don't remember what Enron was, but that was basically an accounting firm that I think it was an accounting firm. I'm not sure. So they were supposed to give the documents to court or something, but they said these documents were destroyed, and there was this huge legal, going back and forth. Why were the documents destroyed? Why they were not kept, and etc. etc. So yeah, medicine and lawyer. No, I didn't study medicine. I was very close to being in the medical school. I applied there. I got the score of 30 or 31. I don't remember. I mean, to be in, you need to be like 32, 33. For the absolute top schools, you need like 34, 35. I got that like 30, so I was on the waiting list for the, I don't know, like in 3 or 4 schools, like maybe somewhere in Montana or somewhere, I'm not sure. But yeah, Enron was a bunch of crooks, yeah, exactly. So there was a lot of going on there, a lot of things going on, and sometimes you need lawyers, right? You need lawyers. And sometimes you cannot do without them, right? And of course, a lot of times law is being used just to harass people, or to, if you're a rich person, right, you basically can do a lot of things to make a lot of damage. You can make a lot of damage because the other party cannot hire a lawyer, a good lawyer, to defend himself, or like do some, simple court stuff. There is this public defending stuff in the U.S. but it's a great roulette, right? Lottery. Like sometimes you can get a great free public defender, but most of the cases probably not. Public defenders are scary. Then Sidney Powell. I have actually liked reading a lot of books by the. I like reading in general, but there were some great books. A lot of attorneys, they started a writer's career later, right, in life. And that was actually great. I absolutely loved it, hearing those stories from those people. Yeah, because we all love reading books, right? Like when you're at the airport, you're waiting for your flight to the next tournament. What do, right? Like only so much food you can eat, right? So what are you gonna do? Yeah, of course, there's no brainer. You're gonna go and look at the bookstore, look at some books to read, right? I mean, what else? What else can you do? Not much. And that's how. And I ended up reading a lot of stuff. A friend, my huge childhood friend of mine, his name is Sheldon Mandel. I haven't heard from him in a long time. I keep trying to remember to write to him these days, one of these days. And you're welcome for the Gamekeeper of Light. Years of experience. Right. Okay. So I was very happy when he gave me to read a lot of science fiction stuff, guys, right? Since I love games, of course, science fiction is something that I was very interested in. And a lot of science fiction stuff, like The Sphere, Michael Crichton, right? Michael Crichton, you guys remember this guy. A lot of movies. Jurassic Park is based on his book, right? Absolutely great stuff. Great stuff. Something doesn't feel right here. I'm not sure what it is, but something doesn't feel right about this position for white. What am I missing? I'm pretty sure I'm missing something. There are a lot of other guys. Asimov, yes, of course. One of my all-time favorites. Asimov. That was the great dude. He was great, guys. That was the great dude. Okay, what about this rook d4? Can I play rook d4? Well, you don't really want to play this, but because you can just grab this pawn, right? I mean, and once this pawn rolls, it's just game over, but I don't know which kind of is this, but the grandmaster that I know, he is a GM. You must come Argentina again. Leon Beast, Heinlein, science fiction, Robert Heinlein, Philip Dick. Well, I haven't heard these guys, but I'm just giving you like the basics that I read. Those were. Can't remember. I stopped reading because I've been playing so many games and streaming now these days. That's all I do. I play games and I stream chess.
You read some myths.
What? Okay, and sometimes on occasion I read some fairy tales, myth books, mythical. The latest book I was reading was about Norwegian myth. It was pretty fun stuff, fun reading. I like Scandinavic Norwegian mythology. There was this great game that actually inspired this interest. It was called the Grandel's Cave. It's like old school game, and the guy who written this game, it was like browser based, right? It was fantastic stuff, to be honest. Yeah. So when the game went dark, there was two versions: the early version and the other version. Because the first version went dark, and then I wrote to that guy and I told him like I really love that game. It introduced me to all that mythology. He was very glad to get that response, and he actually started the second version of the game, which expanded on all that mythology and introduced the world of those giants and those deities, right? The dark elves and etc. etc. A lot of quests. That was a lot of fun. Oh, seriously? You're giving me so much. All right, I'll take it. I'll take everything. And then, of course, there's this writer, which I cannot, of course, just skip, is the guy who I think he died quite a while ago. And yes, Russia is being very hard hit right now, but people are allowed to go to work. So what is this guy? You probably guys know this guy. Me and my sister, we loved reading those books. We absolutely loved them. It's about the well world. It is old book. There was I actually had an email exchange with the author once because I really loved his books, and he said there was supposed to be do a movie on the first book, right? The Midnight at the Well of Souls. Guys, read that book. Midnight at the Well of Souls. That's the name of the book, right? This guy, this book, and then there were 5 books, I think, overall in that series. Those were some great stuff. If James Cameron can basically make these books happen, then that will be I'll be ready to die. All right, because that will just make my day. I'll be ready. Wait. What happened? We're grabbing a lot of pawn grabbing here is happening. So who grabs what? Okay, I have extra rook. Right. Midnight is the first book. Jack Chalker. Right. That was. I actually had a huge privilege of had an email exchange with this guy. Yeah, he was very nice. He told me that everything was set. He wrote the script for the movie, but then the talks broke off, and he was not happy. And I think he passed without his any of his novels. He wrote a lot of series. There was the Kintara Marathon, right? I was reading that like, wow, huge stuff. And then, of course, how can we forget the great Anna Rice, right? The author of The Interview with the Vampire and The Queen of the Damned, and etc. etc. I read all the books on that in that anthology. All the books. They completely butchered the Queen of the Damned, and but I understand it was very difficult to make a scenario. They skipped so many books on that. Interview with the Vampire was a really bad movie. The book was great, but the movie was really bad. Even though it had both Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise in it, right? But they absolutely butchered the movie. They're just crazy. And Anne Rice. And the reason I mentioned her because at some point I was going nowhere without reading her books. And of course the Witching Hour series that she wrote was my favorite, all-time favorite books, of course. Right? Kirsten Dunst played there. Yeah, I think she played there. You're right. I think she did. It's going to be real expensive. Okay. Andromeda, hi. Hi, man. We're talking about the writers, and today it seems to be literally a literature club today, yeah? Today it's a literature club. That's what we're doing here. Discussing books and writers and science fiction and just fantasy books and everything in between. I think Anne Rice actually took a lot of heat for her in the vampire anthology, right? There was this book where she was writing about that devil, right, contacting Lestat, right? And she got a lot of heat because she took it liberty at describing some great historical figures in her own way. Right, so that was that. What about Robert Heinlein? I don't know, man. I don't know this author. If you put the link in the chat about this author, just give me one of his best books that you think are the best. Then I'll take a look at it. All right. So put the link in the channel. Hi, Frappuccino. Chess books are the only type of books you read, but they shouldn't. Because it's still education. It's pawn power. Pawn power. The moon is a harsh mistress. Masterpiece. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. 1966, my god, it's ancient. Alright. I'll check it out. So I need to remember this database link and etc. Alright, so what are we doing here? We're gonna go to attack white king. Preferably in style. Maybe just queen d7 was better, yeah? I don't know. I don't know. I just want to attack. I just want to attack. That's all I want to do. I just want to attack. So let's try it. This means bishop goes to h3, knight goes to g4, and we're gonna try and attack this dude on f3, right? Try to mate this guy. Starship Troop. Oh, the Starship Troopers, really? So that was the book, right? Yeah, the film was actually not bad, the first one. The second one was like... but the first one was good. Yeah, the Starship Troopers was actually very funny, yeah? It was a very funny movie. I really like that. So, bishop h3, and we're almost there with the knight on g4. Almost. But this is like so, it takes such a long time for me to play all this stuff, yeah? It's just such a long time. No, he's not real Kaidanov. Come on. Come on, man. He's not real Kaidanov. Give him a break. He's not. You know it, we know it, right? So fg3 looks natural. Taking here looks natural, and rook f3 looks natural, right? So queen h2, queen h1, Oh, it's mate. I thought it was a bishop on b6. Oh, all right. All right, so attack broke through, and we are going. So, what was the game that I really liked in that time period? Oh yeah, there was another game that I really, really liked. The Age of Wonders I'm not gonna even mention because that's a classic. I played like so many years. I still love to play it, but unfortunately it doesn't work on Windows 10 anymore. It's very buggy. But there was this game with the Mech Commander. Really, really those robots, right? They have now a lot of games, of course, with the robots and stuff, but that was my first love. With the great cinema graphics, right? That's how you pronounce it, damn it. Good opening clip. Guys fighting the inner sphere. The clans. I can still get it working on Windows 10, but I cannot get the second version, the sequel to work on my Windows 10, which is why I just forgot about it. But those were great games. So, games, I almost played everything there is. Showgirls was the most massively underrated film ever. Wait, that was the guy who written the Showgirls, the book? Really? Ooh, I didn't know that. Showgirls, yeah. That was a magnificent movie. Magnificent movie. I absolutely loved it. Showgirls, the movie. Showgirls, the movie. Alright, so since I'm gonna play these last 4 guys here, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Alright, Sicilian con Swiss cheese, yes. Music, I haven't listened to music in a long time. I haven't listened to music in a long time. Well, I apologize to my wife. She actually does a lot of jazz. She is a huge jazz aficionado. So I listen to that. You know, the easy jazz, right? That's not bad. Sometimes, you know, I'm into mood for the classical music, but that's not very often these days. But if you allow me to play d5, I will play d5 here. Music of the 80s. Who doesn't? Who doesn't, man? The golden music of the 80s. The Queen. The Modern Talking. I don't think people in the US are very familiar with the Modern Talking group. Right? But we in Russia actually grew up on the Modern Talking. Okay, Frank Sinatra, okay, but Frank Sinatra is very American, dude. And we are talking here about more Russian stuff, right? So raise your hand if you heard of the Modern Talking, guys. I probably guarantee that none of the Americans actually familiar with that group. Okay, so you did. Impressive. Impressive. Well, you know why? Because they did the remix of the old hits with the in the US. They later came to the US and they did a lot of remixes there. Because I bought their remix where they're older, where they no longer have that 80s hair, right? So that was fun stuff. That was fun stuff. Wait a minute, what is going on in this position? Why is my knight on f6? It's a lousy place for this knight. It's the horrible place for this knight. I really don't want to play e4, but let's play e4 because I need to open the bishop. I need to open the f file. I need to attack. We need to attack. Everybody, attack. Yeah, cassettes, right. You my heart, you my soul, right? Exactly. Yeah, they're from Germany, but they were like, you have no idea how big they were in Russia, right? No idea, guys. You're from Serbia, not from Soviet. Yeah, okay. All right, Mr. Dukis. So now I'm armed with the Lila's analysis of that line. Oh, that's why you're gonna... F5. Cheese. We're in the Where were you in the revolution? You know, that reminds me of that movie by De Niro. He is being sent to France on some mission, right? And basically he's listening to this guy who is in the Game of Thrones after, many years later. And this guy is sort of describing how they're gonna do the operation, how they're gonna like put the guys, two teams from two different sides, and then they're gonna shoot, you know, the guys in the middle. And then De Niro goes and says like, wait a minute, show it again. So, and then he calls him a noob, and he says like, we're gonna kill each other. Like, then who are you? Like, what are you doing? Why are you trolling, right? And then he says, what were the? My God, what was that so funny? What were the things that you have the army uniform, right? And you have these things on your shoulders, which basically show where you're from. Ronin, right? Ronin, I think so. Yeah, probably. Right. And this guy, he's like completely lost. He doesn't know what was the color of these things. What do you call these things? I have no idea. And he's like looking for support, and then nobody, of course, is supporting him because nobody wants to antagonize De Niro. And then at the end, I think he basically just shoots the guy, and there is a moment of silence, and then somebody like says, no offense, but I was very curious, like, what are the colors of this thing, right? Epaulets, right? Epaulets, exactly. Good, you know that movie. And then, we are curious, please tell us what are the colors. And then De Niro says, I don't know, but this guy didn't. This guy didn't, and that was his crime, right? Because he didn't know. Oh my God, that was like... Yeah, basically his crime was that I'm hungry, right? That's like famous wolf story. All right, so let's go with the knight to e5. Cavalry goes forward. Epaulets, right? Epaulet mates. Yeah, beautiful epaulet mate, right? Yeah, that was a fantastic movie. Yeah, huge fan of those movies. Yeah. I mean, when Analyze This first came out, that movie, right? That was I think that was the highest grossing movie for that time period. And there had to be an element of lack of study. All right, so this is important. All right, so let's play c4 here to make sure we get this guy on e4. We need to make sure, and then in such positions, there are always pawn breaks. G4 pawn break, and this pawn break, right? So how are we gonna do this? How are we going to do this? F3, knight G3, knight H5. So I need to do. All right, so let's play G4. Why not? Let's do this pawn break, and see how we attack this knight from different positions. This is pretty badass. What am I blundering? Dukis is not... He's planning something. He is planning some sort of operation. What is he planning? We want to know. What is this huge operation he is thinking? This pawn on d4, yeah? Is this a weakness or is it a strength? I have no idea. That's why I'm gonna just play f4 here. I'm just gonna play f4 and I'm gonna not think about such things. Just gonna play chess. Because when you have two bishops, you need to open the position. Great card chase, classic your style. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, good movie. Different peaks of brain performance at different ages. Okay. Study shows. So what if happens if I take this thing, and then if I take this thing? It's very tempting for black to play e3, right? Very, very tempting to close this bishop, but then I'll play g6. Then I get this very nice pawn pair there. And I don't know. Then I'll play b3, put the bishop on b2, and the bishop will come out, right? So I don't think that long castle was the right way for black to play, actually. I think you should just take on f4, man. I think you should have just taken that pawn on f4. Okay. In this case, we are bringing our bishop to f6. And the question is... Yeah, I can play this. And the reason I can play this is because I set him a nice trap. Right, if he took on h5, rook h5, rook h5, then I have this intermediate check on c1, followed by gh5, rook g1 check, king d2, e3 check, king c2, d3 check, ed2, e2, or rook takes and bishop h4, right? So I'm fine. So that means we're gonna attack this pawn, and white is clearly should be winning. The pressure is now off the h5 pawn. That means these pawns are rolling and white is winning. As I said, the pawns are rolling. Ooh, but you're taking my pawn, man. It's not fair. Oh, such a pretty pawn pair. I really wanted the queen. Really wanted the queen. King d2. Check. Let's... You want to play d3 here? Are you serious? You think you can survive? Alright, let's just hit this pawn. Play rook d4. And let's see what Dukis does here. So he takes king c3. I'm not giving you this pawn. Okay. So speed could peak at 16, depth at 24. Really? Some of the pieces are missing arrows. They are? Okay. So tomorrow's the title Tuesday. It's actually today. So wish me luck, guys. Okay, I don't need luck really, but we're gonna do just what we usually do. And that is we're gonna look for the suspicious characters, right? And we're gonna try our best. That's all we can do. Alright, so there are several ways for black to play this position. The most standard one is d6, knight d7, rook c8, bishop e7, hedgehog stuff, right? I really kind of like the knight c6 approach. I'm going for this sort of structure. Take first, probably. Bishop d6 actually doesn't look too shabby. Alright, bishop c5. And I kind of like to go for this structure instead. I'm leaving the pawn on d7 so it can protect the bishop. Okay, a5. Because I like this bishop on c5 to be more active. So he plays this, okay. What are we gonna do? We're definitely not gonna grab this knight. So let's play maybe... But then what are we going to do? I don't know, man. I don't know. This is knight b5. This looks good move. This does look like a good move to me. Alright, so queen b8, just, you know, move back. Sometimes you gotta step back. There's nothing wrong with stepping back. Admitting that discretion is the better part of valor, right? There is such a saying, and for a good reason. He has this nice square on b5 for his knight, but I do get my own perks. One being that, well, I do get rid of this knight, of course, and he cannot move away because of queen e5. But if he trades the knight, that brings my rook. Also, that pawn on b2 is hanging, right? So black is doing fine, yeah? So I think he rushed with this bishop c5, knight d6. He should not have traded on c5. Maybe he played something else, like king h1. Because right now it's just a very healthy pawn. I see nothing wrong with this extra pawn. I see a second extra pawn coming. On the other hand, I do need kind of finish my development. Alright, so let's finish the development. Let's finish the development. And we will be good. Alright. Yeah, but it's rewarding because it's very easy to trick your opponent to a worse strategic position. We need t-shirt with suspicious characters. All right. Yeah, we probably, you guys are probably right. We do need something like that. So, king f8. Now that have completed the development, we can look for some funny stuff. Where is your knight going? Remember that pawn on b3? Ooh, queen trade. All right, bring it, bring it. Let's queen trade, and finally the pawns are rolling. It is the Oscar moment for the pawn on d5 with a huge threat of d4. All right, fair enough. Probably no chance of saving this position for white. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome, man. So 2 more games. This and this guy, and then I'll beat, guys. And Mark has been awake, I think, for the last... Mark, you've been not sleeping for the last... God knows how many hours. Dude. You need some sleep, man. This is not healthy. Not healthy for you. Ooh, is this where I have this e5 move? Yeah. Because if you take 95, 94, 93, take on b2 and queen f6, right? There's because your king is uncastled. So I can play this. I can play this, but then I can just play I think e4. And we go into the structure, which is kind of reverse London attack, I guess. And I really like, I mean, there's the standard plan with rook e8, knight f8, bishop f5, right? What is this knight g5? I've never seen knight g5 in this position before. Okay, rook e8. Then I'll probably play rook e8, I guess. Because I want to play knight f8 and grab this h3 square away from the knight. Right, that's the plan. And if he plays h4, that's kind of weakens this g4 square. Okay, so this guy is a beginner. All right, I was almost thinking like, why are you playing this line? Like, you know something, and then I see your rating is 1100. I realize you are playing probably not many games in your life. All right, okay. I don't know. Try some e4 openings, man. You know, try a lot of openings. If you're just starting to play chess, try a lot of openings. And try to find a good coach that will walk you through to the opening selection, and then, you know, just work with him, right? Животное. What? Животное, животное. What is the animal? What does the animal has to do with the... No, животное is actually... it's like... I don't think they say животное. Because it's... Yes, it is animal, but there is a different synonym for it. Yeah, животное because...
Мы говорим сова.
А?
Мы говорим сова. Сова. Мы не говорим ночное животное. Мы просто говорим сова.
Yeah, in Russian we speak about sava, which means a night owl, right? And животное, because животное has a negative context, quite a negative context. It's like it's used a lot in the cursing, right? Because a lot of people like just call them like you животное, right? That means it doesn't actually mean you're animal. It means that you're really filthy, really bad animal, right? That's kind of like really the lowest of the animals there is. Yeah, no problem. Okay. All right. Hey, Mark, you need to get a good Russian girlfriend, man. There are a lot of Russian girls, the chess players that are streaming. So, you know, there's your chance. Okay. Okay. There's a chance. That's a good way of looking at things, for sure. All right, 94. My God, this guy is nice to me. I'm getting gifts left and right. Getting extra pawns, extra stuff. Wow. Oh, there was this... You guys remember there was like Chucky game, like... I don't know, remember how many years ago, but he actually, when black played f6, he just left this knight on e5 and prize, and just sacrificed the knight to recapture with the pawn, and then go for that huge attack on the king side. Chucky doesn't play London system often, but when he does, it's my God. You know, hold on to your pants, sort of thing. Okay. Knight f5. Okay. I really don't want to give you this bishop, so if you're expecting me to give you my light squared bishop, you are not familiar with the term. Okay, but if I play bishop f2, then f6, right? So I gotta do something here. I gotta do something. I don't know what that is, but let's play queen d3 for now. So we're preparing the knight c4 development. And let's play a4. In London system, a4 and a5, you know, creating a lot of squares potentially is a good thing. Right? Because if he plays b6, then your pawns kind of become unstoppable. But right now I'm preparing this knight b6, really nice square for a knight. So let's see. So he takes with the queen. Now I can basically play b4 because this fixes the weakness on a6. These pawns are all connected together, which is very good. And now we can actually play bishop f2 because that bishop will help push our pawns. And if you play like this, then I'll probably play knight d7 and I will grab that exchange. I'll probably grab this exchange, right? Because Well, this was... Alright. That's fine. So white is completely winning. It's just a matter of technique, right? The technique should be up to par. And f5 is coming. Rooks need the open files. This rook just needs, you know, looks very good on the third file. f5. Probably thinking about e5. I bet almost anything he's thinking about e5 here, but then I just want to play f6 and open this king up. Right? That's basically what I want to do. And now there is this queen e3 thing. Double attack. And black is... doesn't help. These does not help at all. g5. Prolonging the game. Nope, not prolonging. Okay. Fine, that works. King g8, g7. I promise to give you my queen. Alright. There. I hold my promise. There's rook h8 coming. So this is the last game for me for today, guys. I don't want your bishop. You can have your bishop. Alright. Alright, guys. So this was it for today. White has nice compensation for the material gain. That's true. Can you play Japanese tutor? Catch me another time, man. I will remember your nickname. So catch me tomorrow. Probably I will play and stay after the Title Tuesday event. So you can catch me tomorrow around this time. Maybe somewhere a little bit, half an hour earlier. You're welcome, guys, for the stream, for games. Mark, thank you for staying. It was very cool. How do you say happy animal? How do you say happy animal?
Счастливое животное, но дословно, но...
Не животное. Как-то по-другому.
Создание, можно сказать.
Зверюшка.
Можно сказать, но прямого перевода такого нет.
Okay, I would just say it, you know, a funny зверюшка, okay? Yeah, it's just sort of nice, nice meaning, okay? Not зверюшка, but зверюшка. It's because the synonym to животное is зверь.
Но зверь это beast.
No, зверь means beast, but it's also can be applied to a lot of terms, right? Зверюшка, yeah. Зверю, not z, but зверюшка. So it's like sh. All right, понял. It's понял. Yal. Y-A-L. More like that. Okay. Not shirushka. It's zverushka. All right. Good. Good job, man. All right, guys. So hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you guys for... good. Very happy, man. All right. Mark, maybe you should make an exception and play tomorrow in the Title Tuesday. I mean, why not? I mean, it's just that calm, but still. Right? Maybe. I mean, the other title event is coming on LiChess, but it's Bullet, which is probably like requires getting up at human hours. All right, Bullet banned. Yeah. All right, that's true. All right, guys, stay cool. Let me see who I can raid. Let's see who we can raid. Mark, who do you want us to raid? I see. Whoa, we have Nepomniachtchi with 4 and 3K viewers. Oh, I actually wanted to raid Eric. So let's raid Eric Rosen. Let's raid Eric. I'm Rosen with Mark. All right, and there we go. We are 22, 28, 35, 40, 50, 58 people ready, 60 people ready, about to raid. I'm Rosen. And 1, 2, we go. Boom. We are raiding Eric. We're not bringing him much because he has 500 people there, but why not? Yeah. Kaboom! Small raid today. Alright. White is dead. If white is dead, then black is very much alive, yeah? President of Iceland is nothing like that. Okay. Whoa! They have some heavy talk there, guys. Some heavy talk. Alright, Eric, thank you. And see you guys later. See you guys later. And see you tomorrow. Good night.